So I've tried some other people's Meilong 7 and decided to get one myself. What I like about this series is most of the cubes are just really fast and really light. It's frosted. Okay, it's not as fast as the 6x6. It's definitely fast. I do see the potential for it to get faster. And yeah, I would say it's actually... yeah, it feels a little bit gummy and overlooked. I didn't order a premium cube. This is the stock version out of the box, and it's also really small. So for size comparison, here's the Aochuang WRM, and this is 64. So I know officially this one is 63. So I'm going to compare with the Aochuang WRM, and okay, they're actually not the same size. The Meilong 7 is still a little bit bigger. Of course, finally the Meilong 6, which is significantly smaller. This is about the size of... it's actually below the size of your average 5x5. And this one is pretty much the size of your average 6x6. I would say this cube is actually really stable and really solid. And I do think it has the potential to be even faster than what it currently is. So yeah, I'll probably just need to set it up properly. Corner cutting. Actually, that's pretty nice. I need to force it a little bit, but of course this is not set up. Now the puzzle that probably most people will be waiting for. X-Men Hong. If what I previously know from watching other people is true, then this 5x5 is pretty much all the good things about my Meilong 5 and the VOP 5 combined. UV coated and slightly gummy out of the box. And it has quite a sandy feel. It's actually quite much sandier than the Meilong 7. Yes, it's kind of a new cube feel. I do not expect the final performance of the cube to feel like that, and it's also quite a bit oily. I can feel some of the factory look leaking out. Now this cube does feel a little bit light to hold, not quite as light as the Meilong 5. But I would say it's... yeah, it feels like it has a comparable density to the VOP 5 and the Aochuang WRM. It's just that it's smaller, so actual weight of picking up is a little bit less. Size is right in the middle, so actually this is 60, 60.8, 61.5 and 62, and okay. Enough size options to pretty much pick something that would suit your preference. I personally think this one, the VOP 5, is a little bit big, and my ideal size is probably around this range. So yeah, I do think the size of the Hong 5x5 is pretty nice. Probably need to set it up properly to get a real opinion on it. Mechanism, actually I do not think there's actually that much interesting in the Hong 5x5 other than the core corner magnets. That's the main selling point, but in fact there are some subtractions. The original Aochuang, which also carry on into the VOP 5, and quite a handful of other cheesy cubes. We have the reverse foot lock mechanism where the edge has this foot that goes backwards and actually hooks under the corner. This mechanism is completely removed in the Hong 5. And it's not the first time it has been removed. Like the Ambition 4x4 from a few years back also removed this. The rest I would say is just, since you got more powerful machines, you can make things like finer, more accurate and more detailed. So the one thing I really notice a lot is the Hong 5 actually has much more anti-stick design than the VOP 5. Based on memory, because I actually never had a Aochuang, I just see pictures of it. It has one stripe here and one stripe here. The VOP 5 has 2 stripes here and 2 stripes here, and the Hong has... yeah, the Hong appears to have 7 stripes on top and 5 stripes below. And here's a closer look at the core of the Hong 5x5. And you can tell that the corner is actually really close to the core in terms of like where the magnet is. I think this is actually quite a lot closer than all the 3D printed versions that I've done in all my cubes. Mainly because I think with the power of injection molding, you can, or any manufacturer for that matter, can actually put the core and the corners really close together, whereas if I were to do something like that on my 3D printer, it's probably going to be a bit risky, because the moment the magnet is glued in slanted, the thing can't be assembled. So yeah, I am happy to see something this close to produce an attraction that is quite strong. So just to show you how strong the attraction is, I'm just going to put the corner in here, and yeah, it's put into its spot. So I'm just going to end off with some footage of me solving the Hong 5 while my 3D printer is printing a core magnet kit for my Meilong 7. So at this stage, obviously I haven't set up the Meilong 7 review, probably another time. Hong 5, however, I've actually set it up. I put in Dignitas and weight 3 and tension all the faces. At most, it's probably just fine adjustment left and just some breaking in to do, which my opinion might change after the break-in, but for now, the Hong just feels really similar to my Meilong 5. The size of the cube is really similar, and so is stability and just the overall handling. However, Meilong 5 is quite a lot more slippery, while the Hong has just way better control. Like the Meilong 5 has weak magnets throughout, while the Hong stronger magnets on the inners and still stronger than the Meilong on the outer, but it's weaker than it is on the inners. And I do like this combination quite a lot, and also the core magnets also give quite a good control. However, I actually still prefer the speed of the Meilong 5 quite a lot more. This cube is just really fast and light, and the Hong, in comparison, feels like it's the same density as the Fog 5 and the Aochuang WRM, which I'm not the greatest fan of because I played with the Meilong. But if you are used to the weight of the Aochuang and the Fog, I don't think the Hong is very different. Overall, the pros outweigh the cons, and that's if you count the weight as a con. Even on its first day of service itself, this cube has already earned a sufficiently high chance for me to want to use it in my upcoming comp, which is not too far away.